Well, hello, Deacon Sandra. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, Giles. How are you doing?
Doing good, good.
Have you been watching the services online, the worship services? And the last few weeks, all during Lent, Pastor Trump has been talking about God's promises. Have you noticed that's what he's been talking about?
I've noticed that indeed. He talked about the promise God made Noah to never again flood the earth.
Right.
And he talked about the promise God made with Abraham that he would be the father of many great nations. Mm-hmm. And last week he talked about the promise God made through the 10 Commandments. What's he going to talk about today, Deacon Sandra?
Well, today he's going to read a lesson from Jeremiah, and it's one of my favorite Old Testament lessons. And I want to read you just a little bit of it, if that's okay. So it says, "I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people."
Deacon Sandra, those are some mighty pretty words. God made that promise a long, long time ago, before Jesus was even born, right?
That's right. And you know that part where it says, I will write it on their hearts. I think that just means that when God was creating us, God created his love and his law on our hearts so that it would be a part of us before we were born.
God wrote on my heart. Even before I was born, God was at work in me.
That's right.
Deacon Sandra, that's a lot.
It is a lot, Giles. You're right.
And Jesus was a Jewish person, right? So God was really speaking those words to us too. So God's laws, like the things we know are the right things to do, loving others, putting God first, and all of that, those things were written on our hearts before we were even born. And God promises to be the God of our lives, and we are God's people forever. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I really like that promise, Deacon Sandra.
I do too, Giles.
Go in peace, serve the Lord.
Thanks be to God.